let's talk about catching fish. Needless to say, the strength of my Heisey brother. Another nice Wednesday. What are you doing after you can't be idle at home? Ouch. Little Blackie dragged dozens of buckets into his eyes. Today he plans to pay for the old babies in front of the screen. The whole hardcore thing. The voice just fell. He dragged the bucket to the lake. Then he leaned over and squatted on the shore and thought quietly for 2.5 minutes. For a moment a bold idea, instantly in his hairless head, came into being. After making up your mind, he quickly picked up a few wild planks from the vicinity. It's then assembled into a square frame. Nail the place where the ends overlap with wild iron nails. After completion, first card the buckets brought into the four corners of the frame in turn. Continue to install wooden boards for secondary fixing. Lock the position of the bucket firmly, make it impossible to move, and you end up with a framework like this. Immediately after, he continued to lay the picked planks flat on the surface of the frame. After a skilled operation, it's about 5 or 6 square meters, and there it was. In order to further enhance the overall stability of the platform, the spots are where each board joins the bottom beam, reinforced one by one with iron nails. After such meticulous treatment, the entire platform becomes both robust and reliable. Only, the bare platform looks a little monotonous now, so he put a fence around it. This way, the overall look and feel is instantly exquisite and beautiful. Subsequently, Sunspot slowly pushed the build platform into the lake. The platform floats steadily on the water surface. It can handle his weight with ease, even if you sing rap and play basketball on it. No pressure. Immediately satisfied Sunspot. Putting up an inflatable tent on a floating platform, he acts as a snail with his feet. The propeller glides forward without any hindrance, but new problems follow. No problem going straight. How do you turn? But Blackie doesn't care about that. If it really doesn't work, then slide directly to the other side to count the ball. Now the place to rest and settle down has been arranged. The next step is to solve the problem of food sources. Only see, he installed simple fishing gear on the floating platform. All you need to do is pull the rope lightly. It is easy to catch the fish in the lake. Of course, if you want to harvest, you have to pay first. So Sunspot dropped a lot of bait into the lake, waiting for the fish to gather. Time is fleeting. 2.5 hours went by. At this time the sky has been completely dark. See, the time is ripe. Sunspot suddenly pull up the fishing gear. Dozens of live fish. Just like that, he was pulled up on the floating platform. What do you think of his harvest tonight? Wrap the processed fish in flour and fry in a pan. Eat it directly like this or boil fish in sauce. All relatively good. If you are going to steam or braise, Blackie hid in the tent and went to bed early after eating alone. The next morning, Heisey moved the wood left over from yesterday's floating platform to the nearby stream. Maybe you are not satisfied with yesterday's fish goods or confidence in your own fishing skills. He's ready for another round of hard stuff for the old babies. Only see, he laid the wood systematically in the middle of the stream. The wood is distributed radially, the place where the joint hangs into the wooden nails and is fixed firmly. The level ruler adjusts the flatness of each piece of wood. I have to. This kid works quite carefully. After 2 hours of non-stop pouring, he is in the middle of the stream. They built an octagonal wooden fence. After completion, saw off the extra stakes with a wild chainsaw found. Make the structure look more organized. Immediately after, he spread the wild tarp he had found into the frame. The edges are compacted and fixed with pebbles. Cut off the excess of the edge. Fixed another circle of yellow gaping mountains. What is he trying to do? I can't figure it out. After completion, he found another log in the nearby forest, and then set it up on the rocks on either side of the stream. And then we attach a little bit of thin twig that we call a shoe support. Make the framework stronger and more stable. When it's done, collect the scattered pebbles around, using the beam that was just constructed as a reference. Keep building stones upward. Completely block the stream. And finally waterproof on the left side of the creek dam. Prevent streams from flowing through crevices in rock dams. It seems that the effect is also very good. Then he built a ramp out of planks. The two ends are respectively connected to the stream dam, connected to the octagonal water storage structure. After trying the load bearing without any problems, Sunspot put another layer of waterproof on the surface. Makes the water flow very silky. Flows into the water storage structure below. It's not that you've been busy for a long time. Is it to let the old babies watch you build the cistern? Playing in the water, but then again, the water is really clear. Until this kid, take a lump of flour and pour it into the water. That's when I realized it later. It's not as simple as I thought. It turns out that this kid is nesting. Wash your hands when you're done, then go back to the float and take a nap before talking about the rest. After a few hours, cameras set up by the stream, a very outrageous scene was filmed. I saw that the reservoir was full of fat fish swimming at this time. Sunspot steps into it. Fish run in all directions. There is nothing to say about vitality, and each fisheye measures at least 500 grams per catty. It doesn't seem to be bought from the vegetable market. Then finally, are you still satisfied with today's fish?